If you're curious how this tastes like, I definitely recommend you to go there and try. Hey guys, welcome back to Jung's Table. Today we have the most classic dish for celebration. It's called Galbijjim or braised short ribs. Now because this is made out of beef, it was a dish only for the royal class people or the kings and the wealthy. And even today it still remains a premium dish in Korea. You will see them in big holidays like Chuseok or Lunar New Year or even birthdays and family gatherings. Well, first of all, what exactly is it? It's beef short ribs braised slowly in a soy sauce and marinated until it's cooked very tender, almost as if it's about to fall off the bones. And this dish has a very long history, and the earliest records go back from the Goryeo dynasty, which is from 900 to 1300 AD. And according to their version, instead of beef, they used pork and they marinated it in the ginger sauce. And over time, it got more premium, especially during the Joseon dynasty, as people added some seafood like abalone and sea cucumber on top of the galbijjim, and they changed the pork to beef. And because cows were so rare in Korea, even until the 20th century, this galbijjim was considered only a rich man's dish, and you could even hardly find it in the high premium restaurants. Now for some of you, galbijjim may not be as exotic as you see other Korean dishes because there are similar dishes all around the world. For example, in French, there are beef bourguignon. And in Indonesia, there's rendang. It's a spicy coconut braised beef. And in Philippines, there is also adobo. It's a chicken or pork braised also in soy sauce, but with vinegar added. And there are also regional variations in Korea as well. Over here, it's a non-spicy version, but of course, as Koreans love the spicy, there is also that red hot galbijjim as well. And in Daegu, the pork galbijjim is also very famous. And now let's dig into this galbijjim and see how it tastes like. From the glance, I see the rice cake over here. It's very thick. I see some mushroom, the spring onions, and this red fruit is called dates. And it's a very traditional ingredient that a lot of Koreans use in like jims, like galbijjim, or also in samgyetang. It's a braised chicken soup that we also eat in the summer. Anyway, it's one of those ingredients that also have that symbolic meaning of warding off the evil spirit, but also because of the sweetness and that natural scent. And also, I think these are pepper and the seeds in it are pepper flakes. I mean, it could be sesame seeds as well, but I think, yeah, sesame seeds are smaller and pepper flakes, as you know, is like more big and very thin. And also there are ginkgo nuts. It's like a Asian fruit that usually harvested during the winter from the tree. And it's a very typical ingredient, and then you can easily see it in Japanese izakaya as a ginkgo stew. It's very nutty. And sometimes they also add chestnuts, but I don't think they have it in here. They have giant mushrooms, and they really use huge beef ribs, as you can see. It's like, oh my, it's even hard to grab because it's so heavy and big. And see, they cooked it really, and see how the meat is about to like fall off the bones as it is? It's because they really cooked it in a slow, and that's what happens if you cook galbijjim very slowly for a long time. And then that's why the meats get really tender and it soaks up all the marinated sauce. So let me take a bite of this huge meat. Now, a lot of times galbijjim is a little sweet, sometimes either because they add like fruit for that natural sweet flavor or something like honey. But this one, I think, is because of the pepper. It's a bit chili. And the meat is so tender and soft. Like, I would say it's a little more salty and sweet version of that beef bourguignon because the meat itself is like almost breaks by just grabbing it. Now this is good as it is, but because it's cooked for a very long time and it soaked up all the sauce, the flavor itself might be too strong to have it alone. So it goes well with rice. Where I usually go if I'm craving for galbijjim, it's a chain restaurant called Gangnam Myeonok, and they also serve it with naengmyeon. So I will cut up the galbijjim and then wrap it around the naengmyeon and eat it together. It's a good combo. And when you dig through, there is like a lot of sauce at the bottom. You can grab a piece of meat. So what you want to do is get the sauce on top of the rice and mix it a bit. Just like this. And then either grab like your favorite topping, usually meat of course, on top of it, and then just have a big bite. When I was in the States, I usually cook galbijjim for my friend's birthday and invite them over. And because it takes hours to make, like first of all, you leave it in the water and get all the blood out of the meat, and then rinse it, and then start cooking for another couple hours, like 2 or 3 maybe. And because of that hard work, I even don't want to waste the sauce. So what we do is we eat the meat, and then with the leftover sauce, we will cook fried rice with it, and that's actually pretty good. So you can leave some of the ingredients like the meat or like mushrooms and save it for that fried rice and have it together, and that would be like a K dessert. Now if you wonder how this like the brown glassy dish tastes like, it's so hard to compare. Maybe it's like the stew version of that, like the ribs with a little bit of spicy flavor added to it. But luckily, if you live in LA or near that town, there is a really famous place called 선농단. And I already mentioned that restaurant when I was going with the 설렁탕 episode. And they have really good galbijjim as well. And what's really crazy about it is they have both the spicy and this brown original flavor. And on top of it, they have an option where you can add cheese and they'll do a whole fire show on the spot. So if you're curious how this tastes like, and if you're living or planning to visit LA, I definitely recommend you to go there and try. Alright, and that was it for today's episode with galbijjim, and thank you for watching always, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the next video. Thank you!